Hey, this is George G. Welcome to George G's Room of Rock. How's everyone doing out there today? Hope everyone's doing well. Hoping that was a nice weekend that started for you. And hope the weather's nice there. It's a little gloomy here, but a little cooler than yesterday. Yesterday it was 92 degrees. Today's only 70, so it's a lot better than it was. Well, summer's coming. Gotta expect the heat. Anyway, so we're up to my series here of favorite albums from each year. We're up to 1987. Really, another really good year for albums. Like I said, I got my 15 favorites and 3 honorable mentions. So let's get into it. First, we'll get into the 3 honorable mentions. And one is it's not a metal album. It's not a hard. It's a rock album. But I always like the album, and I'm putting an honorable mention. It's In Excess, Kick. I always liked it. My sister used to have this album. I never liked it then, but I like it now. It's a really good album. And rest in peace, David Hutchinson. Anyway, oh, sorry, Mike Hutchison, not David, Mike Hutchison. My mistake. Anyway, other honorable mention is Black Sabbath's Eternal Idol. Hated not to put this on my list. It's one of my favorite albums by them, but it's on my honorable mention list. Another one I hated to put on that mention it, but it's honorable mention. It's a great album too. Sodom's Persecution Mania, great heavy album, very raw. So let's get on with the 15, okay? So number 15 is from Warlock, their final album. Triumph of Agony. Look, the lovely Dora Pesch back there. All We Are. I hear that on the radio too sometimes. Great song from there. Kiss of Death. Touch of Evil. Got a crazy scream at the end of that one with her. And Metal Tango. Really good album. That's why it's number 15. It's a really good one. They got some good albums, really do. Number 14 is from Lizzie Borden. Visualize. It says Me Against the World, which is actually the song that got me into them really. Great song. Shock, Den of Thieves, Shock. The title track, Visualize. Eyes of a Stranger. Lord of the Flies is another great tune by Lizzie Borden. Great crazy cover with his eyes. I can tell by this, but it's great. Great album. Great cover too. That is my number 14. Number 13. I must have talked about this album so many times. You might think it's kind of low on the list, but it's such a great album. It's kind of hard. I got so many albums on this list that I could flip up around. But this one, I must have shown this album 3 or 4 times, or maybe more. And that's Halloween, Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 1. Absolutely love this album so much, too. Probably should have been higher, but it is where it is now on the list here. But, of course, it's got the Halloween, the famous song there, the 13-minute song that never gets old. Future World, I'm Alive, A Little Time. How That Wasn't Right. Excellent album. Great power metal. Starting with power metal, really. And next one is Manowar, Fighting the World. Another one. This is when people didn't like Manowar. I thought they went downhill a little bit. I like it. I mean, if you notice the cover, it's done by Ken Cali, so it looks exactly like the Destroyer cover for Kiss. Same exact thing. It doesn't look any different, really. Of course, title track, Fighting the World, Blow Your Speakers, which is a really goofy video. Carry On. I always liked the song Carry On. I don't know why. It's not really maybe one of their top songs. I always liked it. Violence and Bloodshed, Defender with Orson Welles and his little talking partner is amazing. Holy War, and of course, Black Wind, Fire and Steel. Great song there. That's a great album. I like the album, so I don't care. Love Manowar. Love the album. My number 11 is from Exodus, Pleasures of the Flesh, the first album with Steve Zetro Sousa. It has some songs written by Paul Baloff on the album too. Till Death Do Us Part, Brain Dead, Faster Than the Speed of Light, Faster Than You'll Ever Be, Pleasures of the Flesh, Seeds of Hate, and Chemical. One of my favorite songs on there is Chemical. Let me shut the door. Hold on a second. Very professional, isn't it, guys? The wind's blowing it. The little doors are just getting a crosswind in here. Okay. Where are we? All right, we're up to number 10. Here's a drop dead classic, and maybe it's overplayed, overdone, but it's still a great album. And I got this one when it came out before they got even famous for it. My friends were like, "Oh, you buy anything that comes out?" And then, well, they bought it too, and that was Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. What more can you say about it? It's a classic. It's their best album they put out. I mean, other people they get more sophisticated, but this is them raw, and of course, Welcome to the Jungle is that song that got me into them. But some of the other songs besides like Welcome to the Jungle and Sweet Child of Mine and what do you call it? Paradise City. My Michelle is still playing the radio. Mr. Brownstone still is too. Anything Goes. Rocket Queen is one of my favorite songs on here. Great album. Classic for a reason. Number 10 there. My number 9. Fourth album from this man, my favorite singers ever. Dio. Dream Evil. Night People. Dream Evil. Sunset Superman. All the Fools Sailed Away. Got a good video for that. Great song. Overlove is one of my favorite songs on here. Faces at the Window. It's got a different logo too from Dio. Great album. What is class? This is first. This is after 15 Campbell left. This has got Craig Goldie on guitar with this one, but super great album. You guys know it. Anyway, number 8 is a great Epic Doom classic. Candlemass, Nightfall. This one's got Wild Stoles. Of course, I talked about this just recently in my Candlemass ranking, the number 1 album. Bewitched, Black Candles. It's a great Doom album. Excellent stuff. That's why it's up there. Number 8. Number 7. Band not too people talk about, but I always loved this album. It's the first time I got them. I heard the song on Headbangers Ball way back in the day, and I got into the band from that. And it's Helix, Wild in the Streets. I always loved this album too. Love the title track. Never Gonna Stop the Rock. Dream On. Not the Aerosmith version, of course. I Vulture Kicks. Give 'Em Hell. Shot Full of Love. Love Hungry Eyes. I think that's written by Def Leppard. I'm pretty sure I have the album if that's the song. I think I have it on one of their compilations. She's Too Tough. No, She's Too Tough. That's the one. I always forget which one. She's Too Tough. That's the one I think they did. Def Leppard did. And Kiss It Goodbye. Great song. Great album. Not like popular for people, I guess Helix, but I always liked Helix a lot. My number 6 is Monster album from this band with Whitesnake, 1987 album, Monster album. I mean, just for the the hits alone, Still of the Night, which is still never gets old. Here I Go Again. My son actually did a project at school and college, and I re-edited the song. Really done well too. Really cool. Is This Love? Not my favorite song on here, but not a bad song. But of course, it's got Bad Boys, Children of the Night, Straight from the Heart. Freaking awesome song. Great album. Classic. Another classic for a reason. Can't go wrong with that one. My number 5 is Anthrax, Among the Living. You can see it there. It's in my signed copy. Kind of hard to see it, but it's there. Of course, the title track, Among the Living, Caught in the Pot, Mosh, I Am the Law, You Feel That Confessing, A Skeleton in the Closet, Indians, Imitation of Life. All the classic songs. This is usually what people think of the pick of their. This one, Spreading Disease, usually their favorites. Usually. People have their own opinions, though, but no opinion is wrong. Everyone has their own things that they like, what they don't like. But that's my top there for number 5. Number 4 is a great debut, fresh debut from this band. That's one of my favorite ones by them. Testament to Legacy. Every song is just a freaking banger. Over the Wall, The Haunting, Burnt Offerings, Raging Waters, Curse of the Legions of Death. First Strike is Deadly. It's probably my favorite song. I love that song. Curse of the Legions of Death is one of my favorite songs. Great album. Top to bottom. Classic. Another thrash masterpiece is Overkill, Taking Over. One of my favorite albums by them. Deny the Cross, Wrecking Crew, Fatal Swallowed, Power Surge, and Union We Stand, Electro Violence. Just got another top to bottom, another great thrash classic. Awesome stuff on this one. Great stuff. Great. Next one. Last 2. This one may be, it's a surprise for some people who don't think he can't sing, and maybe because of the way he is. But I love one of my favorite guitar player, probably my favorite rock star, which is kind of weird considering, he's not the greatest guitar player in the world. He's not the greatest singer in the world at all. But it's really Fearless Comet. Love this album so much. When he came out with it, I was so thrilled. Rock Soldiers, Breakout, Into the Night, cover. Calling to You. This is with Tom Howard. Sings a lot of songs on this too. But Fracture 2, the instrumental, is an absolutely excellent song. Excellent instrumental bass, really. Yeah, that's why it's my number 2. It's one of my favorite albums ever. And number 1 for 1987 can only be one thing, and that's Sabotage, Hall of the Mountain King. Another just drop dead freaking classic, one of my favorite albums of all time. 24 Hours Ago, Beyond the Doors of the Dark, my favorite song by Sabotage. Legions, Hall of the Mountain King, of course, White Witch, and Devastation. Freaking awesome shit. Just awesome. Freaking any metal collection have to have this album in it. So yeah, that is my top albums in 1997. Again, there's a lot of other ones I could have put in here. Extreme Bloody Gore, Join the Army by Suicidal, Permanent Weight, so many stuff. Great albums. Anyway, that is it. That is my top 15 for 1987. So, guys, whatever you like, please put in the comments that I missed. Always like hearing from you guys. I mean, because I don't get a whole lot of traction with somebody's stuff, but I don't care. It's like, the ones that answer me and then comment and like it, that's what gets me going with this. So that's cool to me. Anyway, that's it, guys. So we'll see you next time. And if you like what you see, please like and subscribe and keep rocking metal alive. We'll see you next time.